shine, Mr. Freeman. Rise and shine.
Come on, Gordon. This way, Gordon.
Not that I wish to imply you have been sleeping on the job. No one is more
Drop on by the Clam Cafe, your favorite meals on wheels. The menu is disgusting and it's full of special deals. Nothing here is good for you, so
Hey guys, it's Movie Monday! And in today's video it's going to be a little strange because instead of reviewing a movie, I'm going to be reviewing the 10 ghoulish trailers in this issue of Fangoria magazine. It is the latest issue, volume 2, issue 18. And I heard from a little birdie that soon we're going to have another issue. I can't wait for that. But so what's going to happen is in real time, I'm going to watch each of these 10 trailers and then I'm going to talk about them, and you guys get to watch it with me as it's going to be like a split screen. That's pretty cool. And then I'm going to talk about the Chainsaw Awards. So some pretty neat stuff today. Let's get straight into today's video. All right, so we're starting off with Maximum Overdrive. And so with these articles, I've only seen 4 movies here, and I have not seen the trailers for any single one of them, at least that I don't remember. But the ones I have seen are Jaws, Friday the 13th, The Blair Witch Project, and Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Dream Warriors. So let's get straight into this by watching Maximum Overdrive original movie trailer.
Hi, my name is Stephen King. I've written several motion pictures, but I want to tell you about a movie called Maximum Overdrive, which is the first one I've directed.
Wow. What in the dickens is going on around here?
A lot of people have directed Stephen King novels and stories, and I finally decided if you want something done right, you ought to do it yourself.
Who was driving it? I don't know.
it's coming after us!
It was my first picture as a director, and you know something? I sort of enjoyed it. I just wanted someone to do Stephen King right.
You want a war? You got one. I just want to get the hell out of here.
So come and spend some time with me and my friends at the Dixie Boy. Spend some time in the dark.
Please don't let me in the dark. Help me.
I'm gonna scare the hell out of you. And that's a promise.
You're going to get us in an awful lot of trouble, man.
We already in trouble.
Maximum terror.
Jesus coming and he is.
Maximum King.
Maybe tomorrow will be our world again.
Dino De Laurentiis presents Stephen King's Maximum Overdrive.
Interesting. Okay, so that was very interesting. I was very surprised when Stephen King just came out. I'm calling him Stephen King because I just watched Ant-Man Quantumania the other day and there's a character named Kang. Anyway, so that was kind of weird how Stephen King just walked out and started talking about his movie. That was so unexpected. I didn't think that would happen. These trailers, man, they get you. Okay, so my thoughts on the trailers, it didn't really say what the movie was about. All it did was show some creepy things and people screaming and weird things like that. So, it wasn't that good of a trailer. I mean, it caught me off guard, but it's not something I would go and watch. Because, when I watch a trailer, I want to know what the film is about. That's why I'm watching the trailer, I don't watch a trailer just to see what they did for the trailer. I watch a trailer to see what the movie's about, So I don't really like this trailer. I mean, it was interesting. It's a fresh take, but it doesn't explain what the movie's about. Alright, so the next trailer we are going to be watching is Jaws theatrical trailer. I've seen the movie Jaws a while ago. I don't really remember what it's about, but I have not ever seen the trailer, so I'm kind of excited to dive in. Let's get straight into this divey trailer underwater. Okay.
There is a creature alive today who has survived millions of years of evolution without change, without passion, and without logic. It lives to kill. A mindless eating machine. It will attack and devour anything. It is as if God created the devil and gave him jaws. This is Universal's extraordinary motion picture version of Peter Benchley's best-selling novel, Jaws.
I just found out that a girl got killed here last week. And you knew it. You knew there was a shark out there. You knew it was dangerous. But you let people go swimming anyway.
Dun 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 dun.
It's all psychological. You yell barracuda. Everybody says, huh? What? You yell shark. We've got a panic on our hands on the 4th of July.
Is it true that most people get attacked by sharks in 3 feet of water, about 10 feet from the beach? Yeah.
What we are dealing with here is a perfect engine, an eating machine.
We're not only going to have to close the beach, we're going to have to hire somebody to kill the shark.
Bad fish, but I'll catch him and kill him.
Did you hear your father? Out of the water now!
This shark, swallow you whole. You're going to need a bigger boat.
That's a 20-footer.
25. 3 tons of them.
Hold it up, he's coming straight for us. Don't screw it up now. Don't wait for me. Now! Shoot! What's the deal? Give him room! I can't, he's trying to run! Oh! Come quick! I can't hold it! Hurry! Take it up! Hurry!
None of man's fantasies of evil can compare with the reality of Jaws.
Dun, 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 dun.
Roy Scheider, Robert Shaw, Richard Dreyfuss, Jaws. See it before you go swimming.
Alrighty. Uh-oh. No, don't, it started playing other stuff. Okay, so, that was interesting. So that really was just, like, interesting because at the beginning it was, like, going through different aspects of the water, and then, oh yeah, I remember the fun fact I learned about this movie. So, you guys know in the beginning when that lady gets pulled underwater, so they had a machine that pulled her underwater, and she didn't know when she was going to get pulled underwater. So it was her, like, true reaction, and she had no clue when she was going to get pulled underwater. And so I thought that was pretty crazy and funny. So yeah, I really enjoyed that trailer. It definitely gave me an idea of what the movie's about. It's about killer sharks, which you guys know now. But yeah, it's a really good film. I think you guys should watch it if you haven't seen it. And I enjoyed that trailer. It was pretty nice, you know. It included all the aspects I would want in a shark movie trailer. Sharks, people dying, people screaming, boats being overflowed with water, you know, stuff like that. So yeah, so the next one we're going to be watching is Friday the 13th. Alrighty, so now we're going to be watching Friday the 13th original trailer. I don't know what to expect in this trailer because I've never seen it before, but let's get straight into it.
Hello? Who's that? Oh, hi. What are you doing out in this mess?
1, 2, 3.
We weren't doing anything. We were just messing with them.
4. 5. 6.
Must be my imagination.
7.
Can I help you?
8. 9. 10.
Boo! Oh man, I didn't scare her.
11. 12. Friday the 13th. You may only see it once, but that will be enough. Friday the 13th.
Okay. Alrighty, so I'm kind of disappointed with that trailer. There was no blood. Come on, if you're gonna have a trailer for a cheesy slasher movie, you gotta have blood. Come on. I understand this is like one of the first slasher movies ever. It's like from 1980. But still, come on, I want more blood. Give me some blood, okay? Please, I'm begging you. But anyway, it was a pretty good trailer. You know, it had all the aspects a cheesy slasher movie trailer should have. The killer holding a knife, the killer about to kill like 5 times, random numbers appearing on the screen counting up to 13, you know, stuff like that. I'm just kidding about the numbers, though. There were numbers, as you saw. I was kind of confused about that and then I wondered, why did they go past 10? Because it went up to 13, but you guys know. So anyway, yeah, that was a pretty good trailer. I enjoyed it. It was interesting. I was just upset that there was no blood, because come on. Give me some blood, okay? Hopefully this next trailer will have blood. The Blair Witch Project. Alrighty, so I've seen the Blair Witch Project. I think I did a Fangoria on it. Did I? I think I did. Anyway, so I do know that there's not going to be any blood in the trailer. I haven't seen the trailer, though. But I don't think there's going to be blood here. But seriously, come on, give me some blood. All right, let's start.
This is my home, which I am leaving the comforts of for the weekend to explore the Blair Witch. I can see you.
I'm real excited about this. Thank you for
I'm
the
very
opportunity.
glad.
This area's been haunted by that old woman for years.
I don't know why you have to have every conversation on video.
Because we're making a documentary.
Not about us getting lost. We're making a documentary about a witch. lost. Admit that first.
No, I know we're not lost.
You're all over the place.
Well, how do we know it was people?
Well, even if it wasn't, I'm not gonna play with that either.
And it's all because of me that we're here now. Hungry, and cold, and hunted. Just want to apologize to Mike's mom, and Josh's mom, and my mom.
Tell me where you are, Josh!
I'm gonna die out here.
Interesting. Okay, so that trailer was pretty neat. It did have all the aspects of the movie. That one where she's crying and apologizing to everyone, which for some reason is on every single cover thing. You know, it has parts of that. It has parts of the movie, of course. It explains what the movie is about and what's going on. And yeah, it's a pretty neat trailer. And I enjoyed it. What do you think, Fango? Oh, yeah, I thought it was very scary. You did? Yeah. All right, on to the next trailer. Okay, all right, so this next trailer is called It's Alive. Ooh, so let's watch it.
It's alive. It's alive.
Can you hear me? It can't be saved. It's gonna die.
It's alive. It's alive.
Why are you so anxious to be the one to do it?
It's alive. It's alive.
This isn't the right trailer.
Now, nobody knows how this thing happened.
In the magazine, it's a trailer peering into a baby's carriage. I don't think this is the right trailer. Alright, so we found the right trailer. It was just me. That's not the right trailer. Because in, like, the thing, it's like this baby carriage, and it's talking about how creepy it is. Okay, so please press play.
The Davises have had a baby, but they're not sending out any announcements. Most new parents are a little scared when they have a baby. The Davises are terrified. You see, there's only one thing wrong with the Davis baby. It's alive. It's alive. Don't see it alone. Please. Rated PG.
Huh. Interesting. Oh. Okay, so I'm kind of disappointed because the article talks about how creepy it is. Ooh. No. It's just kind of a baby carrot going in circles while this guy talks about it's alive. It wasn't that good. I thought it was good. Well, I didn't. Poo on you then. Fango! Himps. I'm sorry. I forgive you, Fango. Okay. Alright. So, anyway. So, the next movie trailer is The Shining. I have not seen The Shining either. I don't know. I've wanted to see The Shining for a while, but I just haven't gotten around to it. But, alright. Apparently this trailer, there's something weird with this trailer. I don't know what it is. My mama won't tell me because, of course, it has to be my authentic reaction. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. So, anyway, let's just get on to this trailer. Okay, so now we're going to be reviewing the Shining article. I'm so used to saying that we're going to be reviewing either the article or movie. So now we're going to be watching the Shining trailer. And, yeah. Ooh, the little doot thing. It's creepy. This looks like it'd be like beginning credits, not a trailer. Why is it just an elevator though? Oh, Stephen King. Is that now? It looks like it. I don't even know if it's a. This trailer is making me question whether it's an elevator or not. Ew. Ew. Why is there, it looks like there's a bug on the screen, like a wasp. Oh, the elevator is opening. Why is so much blood coming out? I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. No, I'm crying now. That was weird. That was creepy. That was good. I want to watch that movie now. I don't watch that movie. But like I was like gagging like why so much blood? Like how do you even get that much blood? You'd have to kill 1 million victims and store it. Like ew. Also, I wonder if there was blood in the other elevator. Why didn't the other elevator open? Ew. Ugh. Ugh. I liked that one. That was good. Alright. So, the next one is Nightmare on Elm Street 3. Dream Warriors. Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Dream Warriors. Da-ba-ba-ba-da. Da-do-do-do-do-ba-da. Dream Warriors. I don't know what to expect with this 1 and 30-second trailer. It said that it's just Freddy's arm in a red tricycle. No footage from the film. So, let's see this. Oh, it's just another production company.
Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3. Freddy's just around the corner.
Come on! I did not expect to get jump scared there. I was just getting into the tune. And then, I bet Fango's just like shaking here. Man, Fango's just terrified. Anyway, that was a weird trailer. Bam! It's like you know. I don't like it when in movies like things come out like the bad guy the you know what I'm saying. The guys come out of the thing and it's like, and it's like, no, I did not expect you to be there. Now I'm terrified that every single object, Freddy Krueger's just gonna burst out of it. Well, I mean, I know he's not real, but like, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Anyway, so the next trailer is called Blood Feast from 1963.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're about to witness some scenes from the next attraction to play this theater.
Why is this so quiet?
This picture, truly one of the most unusual ever filmed, contains scenes which under no circumstances should be viewed by anyone with a heart condition or anyone who is easily upset. We urgently
good. I don't have a
recommend
heart condition.
that if you are such a person or the parent of a young or impressionable child now in attendance, that you and the child leave the auditorium for the next 90 seconds.
Well, I'm a child, so let's definitely watch it even though it told me not to. What is that? Did he just take out her throat thing? Oh yes, just blood. That's definitely real and not orange pink. That looks real. It's so realistic. Yes, that's the real shape of a heart. Okay, bathtub. What do you think? Yeah, that's realistic. Oh, and it's just the weird blood splattering. Yeah, okay. Is it over? Question mark? Oh, it's over. Okay. Okay. Oh, we just started playing over. Okay, I don't mean to be mean. I know this was in 1963, but that was the most unrealistic trailer I've ever seen. It was just like, okay, now he's holding a broken body part. Like, I understand it's old, but there was things that were older and better. I don't mean to be mean to it, but it was just really unrealistic, and it definitely wasn't something that would scare me so bad I had to leave the theater for 90 seconds. But yeah, so the next trailer is Dawn of the Dead, and let's watch that. Alright, so time for Dawn of the Dead. I'm funny. Ha 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 ha. Okay, presently.
In 1968, George Romero brought us Night of the Living Dead.
What's a smell?
It became the classic horror film of its time. Now, George Romero brings us the most intensely shocking motion picture experience for all times.
It gets up and kills. The people it kills get up and kill. This situation must be controlled before it's too late. They are multiplying too rapidly.
Dawn of the Dead.
Meet me on the roof at 9 o'clock. Get out.
I don't believe
We're
it.
gonna
What?
get out in the chopper. We've got to survive. Somebody's got to survive.
They kill for one reason. They kill for food. They eat their victims.
Imagine, if you will, that something has gone terribly wrong.
Shoot it, man.
Now, accept the fact that there's no escaping the horrible consequences. George Romero brings back the dead. Night of the Living Dead has ended. Dawn of the Dead is here.
We must not be lulled by the concept that these are our family members or our friends. They are not. They will not respond to such emotions.
Operator dead. Post abandoned. We may never get out of the way. It's everywhere. What the hell is it?
Looks like a shopping center, one of those big indoor malls.
What are they doing? Why do they come here?
Some kind of instinct, memory, what they used to do. This was an important place in their lives.
What is it?
We've got a war.
I'm afraid.
We have spawned our own savagery. Soon it will consume us all. It is a horrible, hauntingly accurate vision of the mindless excesses of a society gone mad.
They must be destroyed on sight.
When there is no more room in hell, the dead will walk the earth.
We are down to the line, folks. We are down to the line.
Dawn of the dead.
Okay. So I don't like zombie movies. I think they're really boring, but this seems like a really good movie for zombie movies because, you know, as I said, I dislike highly that zombie films. They're just boring to me. But yeah, that was pretty interesting. Yeah. All right, so now we're going to be reviewing the Twilight Zone movie original theatrical trailer. All right, so now we're going to be reviewing the movie trailer, which I said earlier. So let's watch it. Oh, it starts out with dots. Ah, it's just another production company.
On June 24th, 4 acclaimed directors, George Miller, John Landis, Joe Dante, and Steven Spielberg, take you to another dimension.
That was really short. Okay, so yeah, that was a nifty trailer. It was pretty short, kind of just explaining the Twilight Zone. But yeah, so anyway, now we're going to be talking about other things. Alright, so I'm going to talk about the Chainsaw Awards. I got this awesome shirt from Fangoria. And so anyway, I'm going to show you guys what I voted for out of everyone. So the best wide release movie, I voted Pearl out of Barbarian, Black Phone, Nope, and X. The best limited release movie, I voted Terrifier 2 out of Orphan First Kill, Resurrection, Something in the Dirt, and Mad God. The best streaming premiere movie, I voted Prey out of Fresh, Hellbender, Hellraiser, and Wooden Fawn. The best international movie, I voted Hatching out of The Innocents, Piggy, Salomon, I don't know how to pronounce that, and Speak No Evil. And the best costume design, I voted Stephanie Portnoy Porter out of Prey, out of Nope, The Munsters, Crimes of the Future, Pearl. And I'm not going to say the names of the people because I'm going to have a hard time pronouncing everyone. So the best makeup effects, I voted Terrifier 2, David Leon out of Barbarian, Crimes of the Future, Hellraiser, X. And the best creature effects, I voted Gustav Holguin Hatching out of Prey, VHS 99, Jurassic World Dominion, Nope. And let me say, that was a hard one to decide between Jurassic World Dominion and Hatching. But so the best documentary feature I did not vote for because I haven't seen any of them. The best nonfiction series or miniseries I did not vote for. The best series I voted What We Do in the Shadows. It's such a good series. You guys should watch it. Out of Stranger Things, Chucky, Cabinet of Curiosities, and Yellow Jacket. The best short I voted Close Your Eyes Out of Blink, Guts, Meet Friend, and Oh Glory. I'm on a roll here. Hold up. I think I have a page that's like mixed up here. This is confusing because it just says, it says best director. I couldn't see that. So best director, I voted for Jordan Peele, Nope, out of X, Watcher, Crimes of the Future, Barbarian. The best screenplay, I voted for The Menu, I think I voted for The Menu. Seth Reeves and Will Tracy. I think that's the one I voted for. The best cinematography, I voted for Hoyt van Hoytema, Nope, Out of X, Pearl, Men, A Wounded Fawn. And the best score, which is music. It took me a minute to find that out. I voted Tyler Bates and Tim Williams, Pearl, Out of Men, Nope, Halloween Ends, and Bones and All. And the next page is the best first feature I didn't vote for. The best lead performance, I voted Pearl out of Nanny, Orphan First Kill, Resurrection, Nope, Prey, Watcher, Nope. Oh, there's two leads in Nope. A Wounded Fawn and Bones and All. And the best supporting performance, I voted Jenna Ortega Scream out of Hellraiser, The Black Phone, Barbarian, I already said The Black Phone. Oh, The Black Phone again. Bones and All, Bodies, and X. And that was it. So yeah, that's pretty neat. My fat boy just farted. That's what I call my cat. So yeah. Can I see the end? Wow. Okay. So now we're going to be talking about other stuff. And so anyway, I'd like to talk about if you want to buy anything Fangoria, you can either type in the code Johnny Shandor at checkout or go to shop.fangoria.com/JohnnyShandor on screen right now to save 20% on all your orders. You know, pretty nifty and neat, right? You can get this cool beanie, you can get any magazine, subscriptions, shirts, all sorts of cool stuff like that. And so, yeah, so if you type Johnny Shandor at checkout or go to shop.fangoria.com/JohnnyShandor, you can get 20% off all orders. All right. And so another thing I wanted to talk about first before we start talking about the other things is Good Girl's Guide to Murder. Good Girl's Guide to Murder is a movie I'm in. I play the role of young Lily. And so anyway, so yeah, about the movie. What I'm really talking about is the Indiegogo. So the Indiegogo only has 1 week left. I know, it seems like it just opened yesterday. And we already have 180%. You know what would be super duper cool? If we could get to 200%. So, if you guys donate 20 more percentages, well, you don't donate percentage, but you guys know what I mean. If you guys donate enough to get to 20%, I will be happy. I'll be super duper happy if you do that. I'm like thinking, But anyway, so yeah, I'll be super duper duper happy if you guys do that. And so yeah, so now we're going to be talking about other things. Alrighty, so I went to Evansville Horror Con like this last week, 2 weeks ago. It seems like it was just this weekend, which was like, or maybe I have no idea anymore. It might be 3 weeks by the time I'm posting this, because this video is going to take a while to admit. 2 weeks? No idea. But, so anyway, it was 2 weeks ago. I'm just going to say it was 2 weeks ago, no matter what it was. But, anyway, so I entered the cosplay contest with my dad, and, you know, we built our own cosplay and stuff. And so I won first prize. I know that sounds like, okay, but I did win the Stan Winston School of Arts, a year membership to that school, and I've been so excited because I really wanted to win that. That way I wouldn't have to save up money to buy it, because, you know, I was going to get it anyway, but I'm so happy that I don't have to pay for it now. But, yeah, so I'm super happy about that. I'm really excited to start taking my classes. Me and my dad just built a body cast for each other, for the Stan Winston School, so we can, you know, do the thingies, you know. I've been playing around with special effects a lot more recently because there's courses on that, of course. And so, yeah. So, I'm pretty sure that's it for today, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Boy.
They're so
Blah, 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 blah. Imagine if you recorded that. That'd be goofy.
Imagine. Put it in my blooper reel.
Wait, did you actually record that?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh. I'm psychic.
Okay, action. Turn around. Sit down.